If you live with both a cat and a dog, you have probably had this moment. Your dog walks into the room, tail wagging, body wiggling, absolutely thrilled to say hello. Your cat freezes on the couch, eyes wide, tail flicking like a tiny warning flag. 2 seconds later, the dog moves closer, the cat swats, the dog jumps back. And now everyone in the house thinks, well, I guess they hate each other. But here is the part most pet owners miss. Your cat and dog may not be fighting because they dislike each other. They may be reacting because they are speaking two completely different body languages in the same room. To your dog, a fast approach can mean excitement. To your cat, that same approach can feel like pressure. To your dog, staring might mean curiosity. To your cat, a direct stare can feel like a challenge. To your dog, a wagging tail often means energy. To your cat, a moving tail can mean irritation, overstimulation, or please give me space. So the problem is not always aggression. Sometimes it is translation failure. And once you understand that, your whole home starts to look different. That hallway chase, it may not be a game to both of them. That couch swat, it may not be mean cat behavior, that dog whining outside the bedroom door. It may not be jealousy. It may be frustration because the dog has no idea why. The cat gets to disappear into a space the dog cannot enter. Today, I am going to show you a simple system for helping cats and dogs live together more peacefully. Translate, buffer, reward, and reset. This is not about forcing them to become best friends. Some cats and dogs do become cuddly little roommates. Some become polite neighbors. And honestly, polite neighbors is a huge win. Because in a multi-pet home, the goal is not constant togetherness. The goal is predictable safety, lower tension, and enough trust. That nobody has to live on high alert. Quick note before we go further, if your pets have already had serious fights, bites, injuries, intense fear, or repeated attacks, please work with a veterinarian or a certified behavior professional. This video is for everyday tension, misunderstandings, chasing, swatting, staring, and the kind of household stress that many cat and dog owners deal with. Now, let's start with the first translation mistake almost every owner makes. A wagging dog is not automatically a safe dog for a cat. That sounds strange because we are trained to see a wagging tail as happy. And often it is, but happy does not always mean calm. Happy does not always mean gentle. And happy definitely does not mean your cat wants that energy 3 inches from their face. A dog can be friendly and still be too much. A dog can be excited and still scare the cat. A dog can be trying to play while the cat is thinking, why is this creature sprinting at me like a weather event? That is why the first job in a cat-dog household is not deciding who is nice and who is bad. The first job is reading intensity. Here is the simple rule. Cats usually need distance before trust. Dogs usually need clarity before calm. A cat feels safer when they can choose where to go, when they can get higher, and when they can leave without being followed. A dog feels calmer when the rules are obvious. Sit here, look at me, leave the cat alone, get rewarded. So if you only tell the dog no after the chase starts, you are already late. And if you only tell the cat be nice after the swat happens, you are asking the cat to ignore the fact that their personal space just got invaded. The better approach is to build what I call a buffer zone. A buffer zone is any setup that lets the cat and dog notice each other without rushing into each other's space. That could be a baby gate. It could be a tall cat tree near the living room. It could be a room with a cat door. It could be a leash on the dog during early practice. It could be a bed or mat where the dog learns to relax while the cat moves around. The point is not separation forever. The point is controlled exposure without chaos. Think of it like this. If your dog only sees the cat when the cat runs, the dog practices chasing. If your cat only sees the dog when the dog charges forward, the cat practices panic. But if your dog sees the cat and then gets rewarded for staying calm, and your cat sees the dog from a safe place, and nothing bad happens, both animals start collecting better evidence. That is the hidden mechanism. You're not trying to make them get along in one dramatic moment. You are helping both pets build a new memory pattern. Dog sees cat. Dog stays calm. Good things happen. Cat sees dog. Cat has escape options. Nothing. Scary happens. Repeat that enough times, and the room itself starts to feel less charged. Now, here is the part that surprises people. Your cat's vertical space may be one of the best dog training tools. In your house, a cat tree, shelf, window perch, or a gated room is not just a luxury. For a cat living with a dog, height is emotional control. When the cat can go up, the cat does. Not always need to lash out. When the cat can leave, the cat does not always need to defend. And when the cat stops bolting across the room in panic, the dog has fewer chances to rehearse the chase. So if your home has a dog-cat tension problem, do not only ask, how do I train the dog? Also ask, where can the cat go without being followed? That one question can change the whole house. Next, we need to talk about the moment right before things go wrong. Because most owners notice the explosion, but the pets gave signals earlier. A cat may turn their ears sideways. Their tail may flick. Their body may lower. They may stop blinking and stare. They may shift their weight like they are preparing to leave or defend. A dog may stiffen, close their mouth, lean forward, stare too hard, whine, creep, or freeze for a second before. Chasing, that freeze matters. A still dog is not always a calm dog. Sometimes stillness is the loaded pause before. Motion, so your job is to interrupt early while both pets can still think. Call the dog away. Toss. A treat away from the cat. Ask for a known cue like sit or place. Give the cat a pat out. Lower the intensity before the room tips over. That is the difference between managing behavior and constantly cleaning up after it. Let's make this practical. Imagine your cat is on the couch. Your dog notices, walks over, tail moving, nose forward. The cat's ears rotate slightly back. Most people wait. They think, let's see what happens. And I get it. We all want the magical friendship moment we hope to see with pets. But let's see what happens is how pets rehearse the same bad pattern again. Instead, step in early and calmly. Say your dog's name. Reward eye contact. Ask the dog to move to a mat. Give a treat there. If the dog can relax, great. If the dog cannot, add distance. Meanwhile, your cat learns that the dog approaching does not always end with pressure. That is translate, buffer, reward, reset. Translate means you read what each animal is actually saying. Buffer means you add distance, height, gates, leashes, or clear zones for your pets. Reward means you pay the behavior you want before things go wrong during interactions. Reset means you calmly end the interaction before either pet tips into panic or obsession. Here is another common case. The cat runs down the hallway. The dog chases after it quickly. The owner yells. The dog stops, maybe or maybe not. The cat hides. Everyone is tense. To the dog, the chase may have been thrilling. To the cat, it may have been terrifying. To the owner, it looked like disobedience. But the real problem is that the hallway became a racetrack. So change the setup. Use baby gates or closed doors during high-energy times of day. Give the dog a job before the cat moves, like going to a mat or holding a sit. Keep treats near the places where the chase usually starts. Reward the dog for watching the cat move without following. At first, you may only get 1 second of calm. Take it. 1 second becomes 2. 2 becomes 5. 5 becomes a new habit. Do not wait for perfect. Perfect is not where behavior change starts. Behavior change starts at the first tiny moment your pet can succeed at simple tasks. Now, let's talk about food, because food can either create peace or create drama. In cat-dog homes, shared feeding areas often create unnecessary stress for both pets. Your dog may hover because cat food smells amazing. Your cat may eat too fast because the dog is nearby. Or the cat may stop eating because meals no longer feel safe when the dog is close. Feed separately. Give the cat an elevated feeding spot or a dog-free room for meals. Give the dog their own predictable meal area. Do not make them negotiate around bowls. The same goes for litter boxes. A cat's litter box should never feel like a place where the dog can interrupt them. For a cat, being trapped or startled in the litter area can create serious stress. Use gates, cat doors, elevated access, or protected rooms so the cat can enter and leave privately. This is not spoiling the cat. This is reducing conflict before it starts between your pets. And for the dog, it creates clarity. The cat's food is not yours. The litter area is not yours. The cat's safe room is not yours. Clear rules help dogs relax around cats at home. Now, what if your dog is not aggressive, just obsessed with the cat all the time? The dog watches the cat constantly, follows every step, cannot settle, whines when the cat jumps up. This is where many owners say he just loves the cat, maybe, but obsession is still pressure. Love that cannot disengage does not feel safe to the other animal living in your home. So teach disengagement like a real skill you can practice with your dog regularly. When your dog looks at the cat, mark the moment with a word like yes, then reward the dog for looking back at you. You are not punishing the dog for noticing the cat. You are teaching the dog that the cat is not a starting button for chasing, whining, or staring. Cat appears. Dog checks in with you. Reward. That small pattern can become the emotional seatbelt of your home. So here is your cat-dog peace checklist. 1. Every cat needs a dog-free escape route. 2. Every dog needs a clear behavior to do when the cat appears. 3. Interrupt staring, stalking, and creeping before chasing starts. 4. Reward calm observation, not just obedience after chaos. 5. Separate food, litter, and resting spaces. 6. Use height, gates, leashes, and mats as training tools, not signs of failure. 7. End interactions while they are still going well. That last one is important. A lot of owners wait until the cat hisses or the dog lunges before they separate them. But the best time to end a practice session is when both pets are still under control. If your dog calmly watches the cat for 10 seconds, reward and reset. If your cat enters the room, notices the dog, and chooses to stay relaxed, protect that moment. Do not push for more. Trust is built in small exits. And please remember this. Your pets do not need to perform friendship for the camera. They do not need to cuddle in one bed. They do not need to share every space. A peaceful multi-pet home is often built from boring little wins. The dog looks away from the cat. The cat walks instead of runs. The dog rests on a mat. The cat eats without checking over their shoulder. The hallway stays quiet. Nobody gets chased. Nobody gets cornered. That is not boring. That is progress. And the most beautiful part is that once the pressure drops, real curiosity can come back. The cat may choose to watch from the perch. The dog may learn to soften their body. They may begin to pass each other without drama. They may even surprise you. But you cannot force that stage. You can only make it safe enough to happen. So the next time your dog gets excited and your cat looks offended, do not immediately label one as friendly and the other as rude. Translate. Your dog may be saying, I want to interact. Your cat may be saying, I need space first. Both can be true. Your job is to become the calm interpreter in the middle, not the referee after the fight, not the audience waiting for the cute moment. The interpreter. When you build distance, reward calm, protect escape routes, and reset early, your home stops being a place where your pets have to guess. It becomes a place where both species can understand the rules. And in a house with cats and dogs, that is where peace begins. If this helped you see your pets differently, subscribe for more cat and dog household behavior guides. And before you go, write down one place in your home where your cat can escape without being followed. And one cue your dog can do when the cat appears. Those two answers are the beginning of your peace system.